Hello, and welcome back to the 6th Street Underground, a Zilla's Zone Zero podcast discussing all things ZZZ. As always, I'm your host, Eric, and I'm joined by my ever-wonderful co-host, Brian. Hi, Brian.
Be not afraid, Eric. Biblically accurate idols have landed.
18 wings, 300 eyes.
The people we never thought would show up, the people we thought were just a delusion, are here.
Delusion. They're here.
One of them is.
One of them, we should have known here in our studio, locked in a broom closet deep in the 404 basement. We've heard them practicing, and now we can play as them, or at least as one of them. And I think the Sunna is rising on a beautiful day.
And on that note, thanks for listening to the last episode ever.
Brian, are you enjoying our delusion puns?
Cecilia.
Nengong, you got to stop doing that, man. All right, got all three. Yep. We can do the podcast
we collected
now.
Them all.
Okay, idols check. How many idols does your account currently have?
I did pull for her, so that way,
yeah,
Yixing Wang now has a team of people dedicated entirely to her, and everyone else can go forth and do their own thing. Alllll can go hang out with Hari and Lucia, and I picked up Sunna because I was really interested to see how strong she is.
Okay.
And I don't know how much.
What's your verdict?
Stronger Yixing Wang is with Sunna versus Alllll, but it changes how you play Yixing Wang. At least how I played it, because before there was still a lot of like auto attacking outside of your transformation mode. With two people ripping out ether veils, Yixing Wang has like an 80% transform uptime now. It is ridiculous. It is basically transform, kill stuff. If something's still alive, jump to one of your partners. They pop ether veil. You're 9/10 of the way back to being super gong,
ready to go off again.
So it was really strong doing this week's Shiyu defense. In the fight that I took Yixing Wang with, I think I hit like 40 points on that one run, which is far and away the most I've ever scored. It was
that's legit.
Either that or it was the one where cracked out Sanbi went. Yeah. And it turns out that M2 Sanbi. Turns out that if you heavily invest in one team, so you have effectively 5 S ranks and 3 S rank W engines, they do really good. Yes. So at the end of the day,
my Sanbi
money wins.
42. Yeah. Listen, if you learn nothing else from the podcast, it's that just roll for every character in every W engine, and your team will pop off. I was just looking at my Shiyu defense, and that floor, my Sanbi team hit over 42,500.
Yeah.
Which felt pretty good. Now I am presently idoleless, and I had a very scuffed Yixing Wang rotation. So I managed to S rank it. I did not S plus it, and I don't care to. I've done it once, and that was fine.
I was gonna say this was my first week where I S plussed it.
Okay. I think it was 2 rotations ago was mine. Either way, I'm glad you have Sunna. I'm admittedly a little on the fence on whether or not. The problem is I was getting really close to being like, you know what, Yixing Wang really would benefit from having her. Maybe I'll roll for her. And then they dripped Cecilia.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, uh-oh, because I do like Nanggong Yu. Like, of the 3 idols, I think she's the one I like the most.
Yes, I will agree with that.
I'm tempted to skip Sunna. Also, and y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and say something challenging, and I apologize. And this is the only time I'm gonna say it.
I got it. Defenestration. That's a hard word.
You nailed it. Yeah. Intercalary. I think the voice actor for Sunna has done a phenomenal job with playing the character. And I think Sunna is the exact character they wanted her to be. I personally am annoyed hearing Sunna 90% of the time. And I feel bad saying it, but I just don't go in for like the whiny, like super anxious all the time, like.
No, I completely agree. I think personality wise, she is also my least favorite of the three.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I would have pulled for her if Sissia had been teased yet.
Oh, yeah.
Because
I might pick up Sunna on rerun.
The second she showed up in the story, and I'm like, yep, that's her.
Yep, that's it. She fits both of your and my like boxes to a T. Like she is about to become the new podcast like mascot.
Oh my god, yeah. She got the spear, so she's checked with Yanagi. Yep. She got the Evangelion spear. Yep. We're gonna skip. You're just gonna skip your whole Bident.
Listen. It's a Bident. It's the Evangelion version of the Longinus spear. Longinus. What's one of those? I think it's Longinus. The Longinus spear. It looks sick. It looks really cool. It's got like the whole like forked tongue thing for a snake. She's like ZZZ's version of Power from Chainsaw Man. If you've watched Chainsaw Man. Hey, fun fact, actually, Brian, have you watched Chainsaw Man?
I read the manga, the first release. I haven't read the second release.
I haven't watched the movie yet, but I really enjoy it. I did research, Google a little bit. The Japanese voice actor for Sissia is the Japanese voice actor for Power. So like this is 100% intentional. To have this character come through again.
Also, she's vaguely punk rock, which I know how you feel about that.
Yep.
And she's a goober.
And she's a goofball. And she's got snake theming.
She has the world's happiest snake.
Listen, hey, if I were in that snake's position, I'd be pretty happy too. Let me be honest.
The themes for her are subtle.
It's subtle like a fox. We're not going to spend the whole podcast talking about Sissia. We could though. There's a lot going on, and there's a lot of things I want to talk about. I'm actually glad that you picked up Sunix. It lets us like kind of talk a little bit more about like what those teams are shaping up to be. I've only played Ario once. I would like, if you're spoiler free, you get to play as Arya some during the current event, the Harmony of Delusions Ridu Chronicles event that's going on right now.
Yeah.
Arya seems fun to play, but it didn't click with me the same way I think some other characters have.
Yeah, she was neat. I think I don't know, maybe she's not the first one, but she definitely feels like another one of those. The person that she's competing for in that slot hasn't fallen behind to where it'll feel like Vivian is still phenomenal, especially paired with, as most anomaly people are able to spam their special EX. So usually I am having issue of not having enough energy rerun on Vivian.
Yeah. And Vivian, I mean, like, the big thing is like Vivian's a really good secondary to anomaly teams, whereas like Arya is a primary. She wants to be the on-fielder doing stuff, but just in terms of like if you have a pretty full account, you're probably not hurting for Ether anomaly application, because between things like Yuzuha and being able to like
just Nicole,
build up your Vivian and Nicole, you're able to get a lot of Vivian procs. I think Arya's gonna feel really, really good if you're going for the trifecta.
Yeah.
Like if you're going for the trio, she's gonna be phenomenal. I'm interested to see what Nungong Yu does, because we've got confirmation she is an Ether stunner. So that's the first Ether Stunner coming out, and she's going to work with Anomaly. And so a stunner that plays well with Anomaly will probably be the most universally applicable of the trio, just in terms of like long-term account longevity. You know,
I am curious how that works, because every Anomaly character so far has been basically built on the idea of double Anomaly and a support.
Yeah, I don't know either. I'm very interested to see what we know about her. It also makes me very worried about that patch, because now I want both of them. Even though Sissy is another electric attacker in a world of electric attackers. Yeah. I still want her. I'll find a use. Yeah, sometimes Shiyu Defense has multiple ones for the same type. It'll be fine.
I will say the Shiyu Defense helps convince you because of the amount of time they're like...
Was it like last rotation, all 3 phases wanted physical?
Yeah, it was this one wanted physical. And so I did what any normal person does. I just ignored some of the requirements. I threw Sanby at it, and I'm like, if you do enough electricity, you don't need physical.
The thing, we're bouncing around. The thing I've found with the new Shiyu Defense, and I still have mixed feelings about it, is the boss buff, like the special whatever buffs or bonuses for each boss, are way more impactful than the elemental weakness. So like that should be your first priority. Yeah. Is like if the boss is like super weak to aftershocks, let's go. As long as they're not like resistant to electric, it's Anby time, baby. And let's go.
I think that's exactly why, is because they were like, they said, hey, here's a buff to attack. And I'm like, all right, cool. I'm going to throw my blender at it.
Yeah. Whereas Deadly Assault, I think that still is applicable, but Deadly Assault cares way more about, 1, making sure you're hitting enemy weakness, and 2, making sure you're taking advantage of the extra points opportunities.
The performance points or whatever they're called.
Exactly. With the new one, it's been a lot of me practicing these new purple... what are the new attacks called? The ones that don't give signals after the first one that you just have to like swap through.
Oh yeah, I'm not sure, but they're mean.
They feel really good when you land it. And if you ignore the fact that I was like my 4th reset before getting it, it feels really good. Yeah. It feels really good.
The second you get your tempo is off, you're like, oh no, this isn't good.
It feels like what they wanted to do, where it feels like kind of like when you're learning a boss in a Soulsborne or something, when you're like, oh, okay, cool. Hit, pause, hit, pause, hit. And like you're like figuring out the patterning in your head for when that triggers. At least they've been nice so far. And the 2 bosses that have those attacks, and I wish I could remember the name of those attacks. The 2 bosses so far, they use it really, really early. The control skill. They use their control skill really early in the fight. So if you whiff it, you can reset and you don't waste that much time. You know?
Or you just power through and
or you just
the score is the score.
I really wanted to get the first round nailed. If I miss the second one, fine. I want to get the first one. The new boss, I wish I knew her name, but I haven't actually done the story yet. The robot chick.
Vesper,
like in James Bond. The first one where it's just her and like I got that patterning good, and then this first time that like her second control skill came out and it's her but also a gigantic robot version of her in the background.
I wasn't ready for that.
I wasn't ready. It's so cool though.
It's so a super cool boss fight.
It's all, and the music slaps. The music for that is so good. There's this like bass run around the midpoint of the loop that just feels amazing. It's a tasty lick.
You better go catch it.
All right. I can't with you. The worst. Yeah, we're already talking about Deadly Assault and Shiyu Defense. We've done a couple of rounds of Shiyu Defense. I saw you on our Discord talking to somebody about, they asked a really good question. They said, if you had a new account, or like, was it like if you were free to play or only using A ranks, what could you reasonably expect to get in Deadly Assault and Shiyu Defense? And I thought you had a very grounded answer to that question.
So yeah, Deadly Assault, because it's nicer, you only need 6 stars out of 9 to get all of the currency. Mm-hmm. The whatever, not the tape.
Polychromes.
Yeah, the polychromes. Which I think is nice. So that way you don't have to master them in order to get at least all of the polychromes.
And you can have like one good team if you've invested like really heavily in a team.
If you've got one good team,
that's 3 stars.
You can kind of just limp through it and get 6 stars and you're good. Shiyu Defense, you have to get S rank to get all of the rewards, which is really, really difficult, especially when they have weeks where they require all of the same element.
Physical. I'm worried when they go, oops, all fire. Because
I've
with a Banyue build, like even with Banyue, Soldier 11, and Evelyn, I still don't think I'm getting S rank on all 3 of those until they give us a little bit more fire options. Fire is still pretty tricky right now.
And someone brought up a good point that you could probably still get all 9, like you could probably get S rank or S plus being completely free to play. But it's a lot of time investment into these characters that I would say most people will not play. Every gacha has those people who really want to push the limits of the game and see what they can do with like the worst characters they give you. Yeah, most people don't want that. They want somewhere between complete cakewalk and Soulsborne, the gacha.
Super hardcore. I think the problem there is that like for you to get those numbers, not only like if you're early in the game, it's okay to invest in characters like Nicole or Lucy, or like even like regular Anby, because those are support or stun where they'll be usable in other teams. Yeah. Whereas like if you go hard invest into Billy or Corrin, cool. You're going to replace them. DPS are what sell. DPS sell. Yeah. Like there's a reason all 3 Void Hunters so far have been primary on-fielders. And then that character's just like done. And those early characters, the disk drives that they use aren't used anymore. So you're not even like, well, I invested in these disk drives, at least I can use these somewhere else. Most people aren't using metal anymore. Yeah. Like even characters that do physical damage are not using chaos metal. I think that's the name of it. I think that was really, really applicable. I think if you're new to the game, not getting S rank doesn't feel good. Yeah. But it's a short-term problem as long as you stick to the game. You know what I mean?
But yeah, and I will say it definitely It feels like a lot of gachas have the super hard mode that is for whales or people who have been playing since day one, but they're usually not quite as rough. Usually it's maybe like, that's when they start throwing the non-monetary stuff at you. Like they throw titles or things like that. The cosmetic stuff that doesn't feel as bad when you don't get it. When you're missing out on 3, 4, 5 polls worth of like stuff because you can't get there, it feels bad.
That's rough. Genshin did this thing where the reward for going try hard is a weapon skin, and at first you're like, oh man, that would be really cool, but they're time limited weapon skins. Ooh. So it feels really good to just not care. Like I don't have to care about this because that's not even permanent, and that's kind of nice.
Well, ZZZ's done that with a couple of their like app events where you can win like a limited skin for your Hoyo Lab profile. Yeah. And I'm like, I look at those, I'm like, man, that is the weakest of rewards.
Yeah, I can't wait to use that and then tell everybody my poll plan so no one cares.
Hey, poll plan? I'm a poll.
Poll plan?
I'm a poll.
I like the ones that are just like skip for all 6 of the common characters, and I'm like, why did you need to tell me this? Like, I don't need to know this. Speaking of harder modes, just like flagging this for everybody right now, simulated battle trial, the towers. The one that is technically time limited, that timer is ticking down.
Yes.
When this episode comes out, there's like 31 days left on that timer, give or take. Don't ignore it. There are polychrome rewards for getting up to like floor 30.
I think 30.
I think it's 30.
And then after
50 for a title, 30 for polys.
And then 100
Everything
for another
after
title.
just, yeah, but I might try to go. I'll go for 30. I'll maybe go for 50. I've been neglecting it. I'm on floor 10 right now, so I need to do a little bit.
I'm on like floor 37 or something.
Okay.
It gets really rough. It starts getting into
rough.
the sweaty there's
I remember you telling me that when you first came out.
There is a level you hit where you're like, cool. Like, it doesn't really matter anymore because I basically get one shot if I screw up. So either I pass it or I don't. There's almost no times where you're like, oh, I barely squeak by. All my characters are almost dead. It's like, it doesn't matter. 1%, 100% health. You're dead if you get hit.
Yeah. Okay. I'll need to do it. It kind of seems like that's got such a long reset that it almost behooves you to wait a little while, because like when you did it, Yesheng Wang wasn't out yet.
Yeah.
And now she is. And I have a feeling that my journey to 30 is going to be a little bit easier than yours was because I can bring Yesheng Wang to it.
When I did it,
it would have been...
I don't even know if... No,
Yuzuha.
I think I might have... It was basically when Yuzuha came out. So I think the last time I did it was Yuzuha and Alice. So was that 2.3?
Yeah, so it's a very different game now. But if you guys haven't done it yet, make sure you're doing that. The other in-game mode that there is a timer on, there is a new threshold simulation. Have you done the new threshold simulation?
I have not yet. I'm interested to see it since they've pared it down.
I cleared it. I did both endings. I still didn't get the point reward for like the final extra bonus because I don't care.
It's so high, but so that's the one I like because I think it's just a title or maybe a backdrop or something.
It's a name card.
Yeah.
It's a name card, which I'm not going to use because I have an M6 Soldier 11. So until I get a better one, that's my name card. It feels good. When I did it, there's only 3 phases now instead of 5, so it's way more manageable. And after you get one ending, you just have to redo the final fight. You don't have to redo anything else if you don't want to.
Well, that was
which is nice.
Because in the last one, you only had to redo the final fight, but for each node.
Yeah. So
which still wasn't that bad.
There's only 2 of them now. It still wasn't too bad, but it was a little tedious. This one, like, I cleared it over 2 days of kind of just playing for an hour or 2.
Okay.
I hit the damage I would need to get for the 3rd node. I got over 100,000 points because the second boss I think was weak to electric or something. I could bring Anbi and just do work. No, it wasn't. It was weak to ether, but I could bring a stacked Yixuan team, and one of the fights splitting up to it used Anbi. It was fine.
Okay.
But then I realized I was going to have to go back and redo the first 2 nodes, and I was like, I'm not doing that. Like, I got my polychromes.
Yeah.
I got the it's fine. It's worth doing. It still takes a little bit of time, and it's not a freebie. But it's worth doing, and it's a little bit quicker now than it used to be.
What's the timer? Is it for 2.6 or is it until the end of 2.7?
Let me check. It's a pretty generous timer to get it. But like last time, I waited till there were like 7 days left on the timer.
Yeah,
and that was not good.
That is a little bit of fights.
Yeah, it's the same as the countdown for the new the battle tower. It's 31 days or so from when you're listening to this.
Well, that's not true. What if someone's listening to it in like 2 weeks?
Then they need to be more on it. You should be listening to us the moment our episode comes out. Really get those numbers up.
Don't do that. Live your life.
Don't do that, actually. Enjoy the game at your own rate. The other things I wanted to talk about, there's a whole list over here. I have made a revelation when it comes to your outpost stuff and doing bosses. And I want to know if you are doing the same thing I'm doing, Brian, which is I no longer farm my 3 weekly bosses of the week.
Oh, you farm them out?
I do somebody else's. I put my 3 up, and I do somebody else's and knock out 2 stones with 1 bird.
Yeah. It's super convenient doing it that way. Like, I really like it. And the fact that there's enough of a reward for you to do them.
Yeah. You still get like the weekly, like if you get it within a certain amount of time, if you do 3 of them, like you still get those benefits, but you're also, I don't know, it feels like I'm giving to the community and also getting what I need at the same time. Which is
how
fun.
magnanimous.
So I'm just telling everybody, start
here, do my work. Man. Thank you. I have given
Dude,
you a boss battle.
I have been shilling all of my hard mode levels as like 7 per week as quick as I can get them out there, because some of them mugs take a long time.
I've done some of them, and some of them are like, cool, this took me like doing I did the Vlad fight, the one fight where in the game you fought as Lycone, and that took me like Lycone? 10 minutes, and then I cleared it in 40 seconds because it turns out that when you throw a full team at a fight instead of a single stunner, it goes way quicker.
One pre-buff stunner.
A unbuffed stunner against a guy who habitually slows down time to literally drag out the fight as much as possible.
Brutal. I've definitely found those. I'm also starting to like recognize which like the mission names for the final bringer fight of season 1, where I'm like, I'm not gonna take that one from somebody. Someone else can run
I've done that.
I might. I've done it 3 times now, and I'm like, this is a little.
I think
long.
It's interesting that they never added in the character voices.
I know. I guess they just. I don't know.
Yeah, but I was playing through and I'm like, they never went back and added them.
It is cool to kind of revisit old cutscenes and stuff. Like I did the one yesterday where like we first met Caesar, and she comes like riding up on her bike and jumps down on top of an ethereal.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, I love Caesar.
I do like the trips down memory lane.
I don't skip those cutscenes. So it's nice to see it. Anyways, what I'm saying is, at first, I was not putting up my hard mode levels because I wanted to be like, well, they're mine. I'm going to do them. It'll be fun. I'm having more fun listing all of mine and just grabbing a couple per day and getting like this like random taster's choice of like this random like survey of ZZZ levels.
It's also the points to level up are so much. Like this isn't one of those modes where you do it you do a couple levels every week and you max out. It's like I've probably done like 20 or 30, and I feel like I am chipping away at a boulder with a spoon.
I've unlocked the first phone skin and bauble so far.
Yeah.
And that's me. Anytime somebody puts up like an expert fight, I'm like, dibs. I'm taking those. Those are quick. I can knock out a mini boss. No problem.
They did incentivize the hard modes by giving them way more points.
Yes, it's just sometimes it's a real crapshoot about how long it's going to take. But 2 other things. Let's talk about the new Hollow Zero, and then we can spend the rest of our time talking about
other stuff,
the events and everything else. This is our 2nd or 3rd round through the new Hollow Zero Operation
it's
Matrix.
Technically the 3rd, because I did the first week. I did the regular Hollow Zero because I forgot that a new mode was coming out, and I haven't done this week's. I will have had.
And then last week was against Golden Bangbu.
Yeah.
And then this week's fun. I liked this week's.
I haven't done this week, but they're fun. I like that they're balancing again the time requirement, because the Hollow Zero, the last Hollow Zero would take a solid 15-20 20 minutes to clear. This one you can do in like 5.
Yeah, depending on like the floors, like they don't take as long. I like that there's like a novelty for each floor. So like this last one or last week's, I got a little hairy because I wasn't thinking when I picked my team, and I was like, this seems like a fun thing to play. Let's use these guys. And I selected the one that was like, you have to finish the fight in 3.5 minutes, or you lose.
Yeah.
And then I got up against Vesper, and I was like, oh, she's not dying as fast as I thought she was gonna die. Like, uh-oh. Because I got really bad rolls for buffs. Like, I did not get anything that aligned with my bonus character. And so that one got a little, we did it, but it got a little hairy. It was exciting, I should say. The auxiliary character. This
one does feel tighter because you're doing less nodes, you have less build.
Yep. And there's real incentive to like pick ones that align with the auxiliary character you bring, because you're not getting, like, unless you really go out of your way. So far, I haven't gotten that many like gears doing it. Usually it's like I have the one gear attached to the auxiliary person, and that's it. At least in my runs. So
I bring Caesar.
I like it more. You bring Caesar.
They said
really even newer.
They're like, you can bring Caesar as an auxiliary, and I said, okay.
I had to bring lighter this week because I did not want to bring. I don't have Sunna, and I didn't want to bring Corin, and so I had to bring lighter because that was the only options here. Anyways, I actually really like it. I think it's interesting. It's more interesting having like a different gimmick to play around each week, and I'm sure these gimmicks will start rotating at some point. Then just go in there and pick ultimate with Yishuan, and then just mash ultimate.
Ultimate's it's still so good.
Still feels good.
Also, mobile just never good.
Doesn't exist.
I know a couple people, like especially with dial-in, they found a cracked out mobile.
Yeah,
but it's not worth it. It interrupts your like gameplay way too much.
If they would let mobile activate the way you activate your auxiliary character instead of it being on the switch button, it would be better. Like, just do that, because it's really easy to use the auxiliary character.
Yeah, but
you just hit circle.
The amount of times you're like, no, I need to switch. They're like,
please
nah.
switch.
And then all of a sudden they're like, you switched 2.
Yeah, you switched 3 times in a row. Or like you brought Astra Yao, and it's an enemy that has lots of gold attacks, and you're like, I don't know who's coming out when. I'm just gonna hit this button until he dies. Yep. Something's happening here. Yeah.
Yeah, Xinhuang. That was a shoehorn.
I can't.
That was a shoehorn.
I can't with you. So, do you want me to keep that in? I can take it out.
Oh, yeah, no. Leave that in. I'm not ashamed of my shoehorn. I just wanted it. No, like, I want everyone to know I know that was bad.
Just because it was forced doesn't make it any less my joke. It's in the podcast.
Speaking of being in the podcast.
Yeah.
I like Pan Hu's new outfit.
Oh yeah, with the Supreme hat. The Supreme hat's sending me, man.
No, I like his new outfit. The fact that you get it free. I mean, I already knew it, but I love the horse hat. The horse hat.
I haven't unlocked the horse hat yet,
Eric,
but I'm not surprised.
It makes noises when you run.
No!
When you start running, it whinnies, and then it just makes random, like, bloop, 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 as you're running, and then when you stop, it whinnies again.
Oh, that's amazing.
It's the silliest thing ever, and I love it.
That's incredible. Oh man.
Yeah, no.
Doesn't it really feel like we're kind of moving back into like silly Zenless?
This
With this
definitely
return to, like,
feels, especially with the most recent event with
story
like
stuff.
Sweetie and doing
Yeah.
the lunar
the
stuff.
event. Yeah.
This really feels like this is the like wrapping up of this whole arc, and we're getting back to being silly, less, like definitely 2.x was a lot more serious.
Yeah.
1.0 had serious moments, but they still had a lot of like goofy.
It built towards serious more. Watching some of those old cutscenes, you really see it. Like the time when that cutscene where Caesar shows up, Billy gets knocked butt over tea kettle, and like it's so cartoony as he like tumbles around, and he's like making gestures and pointing at lighter, and like it's very like cartoony and comedic. And I feel like a lot of the recent, like towards the end of the 2.x main story, we started to like lose some of that in lieu of like serious time.
It's been very it's super serious.
It's super serious. But now it's not, because you have a horse head that whinnies when you move.
Yeah.
When you move. And a panda wearing a golden Supreme pan on his head.
And how you get that, Eric, is from a Harmony of Delusions event. This is the big golden carrot event. So it's got 3 different
it's got so many rhythm games. It's like oops all rhythm games. There's 3 different rhythm games.
There's two of the DDR ones, the ones where you're or I guess that one's more of the Guitar Hero. Then you
so like let's break them down, because I think we can talk about all of them. There's the main one. Christ. The main one is the Shining Melody one, and that's like traditional, I want to say traditional like rhythm game, but it is way, I'm not going to say harder, but way more involved than some of the previous rhythm games have been.
Yeah,
with the triple tracks, which shouldn't throw me off, but it really
I'm glad
does.
I'm not the only. I was like fundamentally nothing's changed. But
Nothing changes.
Moving the left-right arrows up and down, my brain was like, upright is now left.
Yep. Like you have to disassociate a little bit and just like stop looking at the different lines and just like take it all in holistically.
There was definitely like a level of like my eyes glazing over as like I'm just like beep boop 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 beep boop boop boop.
Left, right, left. I like that. I think it's more interesting than like, I think they took notes from last year's Golden Carrot, where like the main event was with the Bang Boos was like way too easy. Yeah. And like just felt time consuming. Like this one, you have to pay attention. I do wish, I
was gonna say, it's like it's hard enough that it's actually engaging. It doesn't just feel monotonous because you're like, okay, beep, boop, beep, boop.
And they expect you to not hit every note either, because there's lots of different ways, either with the characters you select or hitting the notes with hearts. There's a lot of recovery.
Oh, man. I think my worst one I did on one of the hard modes, I missed 25 notes and I still got S. So like I remember I failed nice. 25 and I got good on 25. So a whole 50 were less than perfect, and I still was able to get S rank. That was with bringing nice. Who was it? Nongong, the one who
I always bring Nongong,
fixes the first 10 you screw up.
The free 10 is really nice until she bumps a couple of like goods to greats, and I'm like, nah, leave it good. I'm gonna miss something later. Like, save your points, Nongong. We're gonna need this.
Or when you're like 30 seconds in and you're like, why is she tapped out already?
Yeah, wait a minute.
You can't be tired yet. We still got a whole way to go.
I have done almost all of them. I've got one more act of the story to do.
Okay.
I do wish they would. It's like there's a normal mode and then a hard mode, and usually you would do the normal mode and then there'd be story stuff. And I wish they would let me just go ahead and do the hard mode before story stuff, because you get in like pardon the pun, you get into a rhythm doing these things, and it was very jarring to be like, did the easy mode, oh, better come back, oh no, this one's hard. Like, I'm not in the groove again. I got to kind of like get back into the zone. But the music's pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying. Like,
it's
yeah.
No burning desire.
The one, so like the next one, the one that's like that has the same like left and right mechanic, but is a little bit. There's only one. How would you differentiate it? Like for the solo note one, that's the one that has songs from other parts of the game in it.
Yeah, it's the same thing, but with just different songs.
Yeah, I had Dami Dami in it, which made me very happy.
Yeah, no, I enjoyed that one. I enjoyed the mix up of songs.
Yeah, I don't know what the last two are yet, but I'm excited to find out.
So the last two songs or the last two events?
The last two songs for solo note.
Oh.
Like I've done Dami Dami and I Ask, which is the Bon Yue EP.
Yeah, that one was fun.
That one's cool. It's fine. I'm enjoying those a lot. But they're harder than normal mode, but they feel really good to play through, and it's fun to play through other songs from the game. I like the performance showdown mode the most from this whole event.
That one, yeah, the
parry and
dodge one, that was really fun.
It's so cool.
My only regret is that it's just challenging enough that I basically don't pay attention to any of the actual fight.
You don't see enemies.
Yeah,
I'm neither.
Just paying attention what's coming across at me at the bottom.
And I'm even like, sometimes I'm trying to ignore the sound effect attached to attack or dodge
because it's like
it threw off my timing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially when there's like 8 in a row and you're like just mashing parry, but it feels so good when you land the hits and like the whole screen shakes, and like I did all of those immediately. Yeah. That was my favorite part of this.
That one was
Bar none.
Really enjoyable. And then the last one is the return of Bang Bros.
Bang Bros.
Boo,
Bang Guys.
Bang Guys.
Boo Fall Boos. Yeah, this is our annual Bang Guys. I have to start saying Bang Guys. Bang Boo. Our annual Bang Boo Fall Guys event reminder. You get bonus points the first time you do it each day. So save yourself some heartache and don't save it for all in one go.
Or
unless you really like it.
You can do it in about an hour.
Okay. Or you can just do it in an hour.
I just did it in an hour. After I realized that getting like, as long as you place, you get like 220 or 240. It doesn't take long to max out. So this isn't one of those events where it's going to take you a long time to do it. If you do it once a day and do decently by placing, like, it shouldn't take you long at all.
A week.
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the new stages that they added.
Yeah, some of them are longer. Like I like how much like the obstacle course ones. I like how much longer those are this time.
Yeah.
You know?
But yeah, so I knocked them out in record time.
Cool.
That's how you get the horse head.
Okay.
You have to get enough points in Grand Marcel to unlock the horse.
I gotta go and play nothing but Grand Marcel until it's bedtime, Brian. I gotta get myself a horse.
I mean, that's
head.
basically what happened. Is I looked and they were like, "Hey, you got to hit the cap is 2,300, and at 2,000 you get the horse head." And so by the time I got the horse head, I'm like, I might as well just do like 2 more games and finish
like 2 more runs.
Yeah.
I'm glad that they keep bringing it back, and I'm glad that it stays fun to do.
Yeah, they bring it back infrequently enough that it doesn't overstay its welcome.
Yeah. Now, if you're listening to this, whenever you're listening to this, the timeline for that event is the same number of days as everything else we've mentioned in this podcast. So, like, if you're one of those people, and I'm looking at you, like 5 people in our Discord who have openly admitted to this. If you're one of those people who saves things for when the last like couple of days of them being available, you could have a whole lot of stuff due on like the same day.
And I get it too. Like there's been a couple of times where I have sat on, I just wasn't in the mood to sit down and play ZZZ. And so I just came in, did my dailies, and like for like a week and a half, and then you just gotta bang bros it out, bang boos it out.
You have a day, and it can be fun, but it also is like I don't know. I'm bad about procrastinating, so I try to just not do it and try to jump on things as early as I can.
Yeah, no.
Otherwise, like you get to that point where you have like a whole bunch of stuff, and you're like, I'm not having fun.
Yeah.
I'm just ticking off boxes.
The Harmony of Delusion, the actual story itself doesn't take that long. It's
fine.
It's a side plot. You know, it's not. If you like the Angels of Delusion, you'll really like it because it does more into like their backstories and their bonding and stuff.
Yeah, if you want to hear Sunna be nervous and upset about stuff, boy, have I got good news for you.
But yeah, I mean, overall, I like it. I like there's a variety of stuff. There's enough variety that it doesn't overstay its welcome. Like last year, where aside from the Grand Marcel adventure, it was almost entirely the same DDR game, so it got kind of repetitive.
Yeah, that Simon says. I will say, like, I'm a little surprised because if you're somebody who, like, some people are just not good at rhythm games. And there's a lot of rhythm games in this event. If like if that's just not your cup of tea, it might be a little grindy.
I do think that is part of why they're so generous, is that in order to get the maximum rewards, as long as you're halfway deep, like they're pretty generous too on like the button click. This isn't like an Osu game where you have to be like millisecond level perfect. No, like as long as you're generally within the scope of the note, you'll at least get credit.
Yeah. And like you said, like you can miss a pile of them and still get the right ranking for them. I'm enjoying it. I think it's a lot of fun. I'm interested. I continue to be interested to see what next year's Golden Carrot event and the associated musical group is.
I will say I really like, and I mean I know it's just Chinese New Year essentially, but I really like that they made Gilded Carrot like a fun, interesting holiday to look forward to in game. It's not just here's a guaranteed S rank banner like a lot of gachas do for New Year's.
Absolutely. The other thing I'll say is when I was in college, I spent a lot of my college experience going to CD clubs for metal shows.
Oh, was that like
and punk shows?
Was that after cassette?
Yeah, man.
CD
it was like
clubs.
I went to vinyl CDs nuts.
There's no need for violence, Eric.
I went to a lot of CD clubs and venues, and like my favorite one to go to was it was the Soapbox Laundro Lounge, and it was like this narrow, uncomfortable like stage on the second floor of a laundromat. Anyways, like just the vibe going down the stairs into 404 with all of like the tattered posters and old show pictures and like stuff plastered on the walls, like the whole aesthetic for 404, they have absolutely nailed. And it feels like going down into this like really cool kind of like hip kind of like indie alt music space. It's maybe one of my favorite places in the game now. It's just like hanging out down there and seeing like the people on the stage and like hearing the music and stuff. It's just the aesthetic there is exceptional. And next year when they give us a Riot Girl punk band, they're going to rip that place up, man. It's going to be great. I can't wait.
Ooh, what if they do like a quiet jazz lounge?
Yeah, that's what it's going to be. Hey, listen, I'll get into a cool jazz lounge too.
Jazz lounge. Yeah, and then the last current event is just the Stacking Fortune. Basically, you know, this is part of like why I said this feels very much like a wind down, because you're just going back, you're meeting everyone you dealt with in 2.x, and they're saying, hey, thanks for being integral to saving the world. Here's 100 polychromes.
I did like that, like the harbinger for that is Sweetie.
Yes.
Who gets like, she gets a new outfit and she's there for this whole thing. And you know who's not there? Anybody from Spook Shack. There's nobody from,
well,
like, it's all just the Young Koi Summit people and Sweetie.
I was gonna say you haven't played the second day. The second day is where you
is there a second day?
Like each faction kind of gets their own day.
All of that out.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I was gonna say, I was like, you literally will talk to Spook Shack today.
Oh, is that today? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna cut all of that out of the podcast.
No, leave it in. Leave it in.
No. Okay, I'll leave it in. It's fine.
I do.
Cool.
I do love the way the event starts. Is where Sweetie's at the temple gates, and you're like, thanks for coming all the way to Swabian Temple. And you're like, I can see.
It's 20 steps.
And I know that's like, you know, that's just gameplay mechanics of where you can't have it. I know you're gonna drop the term. It's Ludo Naruto disassociation. But it is just funny anytime a game like those, they're like, you came all the way from around the corner? Thanks.
And you're like, yeah. I've walked that far and realized I forgot to talk to my Bang Boo before.
Yeah.
Like, it took no time.
It's the same as whenever like games have you deliver stuff. They're like, I don't have time. Can you go deliver this to my next door neighbor? You know, like,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Professor Oak. I'll walk up 3 frames, give a thing, and then come back again. What do you want? But she's like, I got a new cheap house, so like, check me out.
Yo, they were like, hey, I know we're about to leave Wi-Fi Peninsula, but you gonna remember.
We love Sweetie. Some of us, and I'm not saying who, may have bought the special version of the Battle Pass because there was a Sweetie themed phone skin.
Oh, wait, I thought you got that for free from the event, or is that only from the Battle Pass?
It's just the Battle Pass.
All right,
it's
well.
like there's like the normal purchase and the specialty purchase was like $8 more, and I was like, I got $8. Like, I've spent more on less.
I've got $8.
I'll get a Sweetie skin, and inevitably I'll replace it with something else. But we like Sweetie in this house.
Sweet on Sweetie.
I would not be surprised if they find a way to, because like she's kind of like locked to Wi-Fi Peninsula right now. If at some point she ends up opening a spur branch somewhere,
Eric,
and then she shows up there.
Future event for 3.x.
Yep.
You got Waterfall Noodle fighting Yamcha Shin. Food Wars. They're going to have a Food Wars event. And just like the anime, at random parts, your clothes are just going to explode off of you from eating.
Okay. I thought you were going to say we're going to get a town builder element where we get to build our own area with different shop owners.
No.
And it'll be like, you'll have Yamcha Sen, and then I'll bring 404 in so Celia can be there.
That's the next reward that we get from the mayor for saving
like
all of
whatever.
Society. He's like, I'm going to make you a landlord, and now you can just redesign 6th Street to be however you want.
Here's your city block. Name it whatever you want. It's totally cool.
I would love to see them try to narratively. They're like, guys, I don't know why you think we're anything other than humble video store owners. Just because I evicted you and put Sweetie right next to me doesn't mean I'm some sort of power-hungry landlord with a killer AI who does my bidding.
Yeah, we're laying low, but also you owe me rent. Because I have insane electric bills from my AI assistant. And at that point, we'll have adopted 3 more AI assistants. So it'll just be a real...
What if
it'll be a real train
What if at the end of 3.0 we adopt yokai? Like...
forcefully bring yokai in under our wing?
Yeah, like we just start having like just this little chaos band of AIs.
Yeah. That's gonna happen, but we're gonna trap Yokai in some like doofy Bang Boo's body, so he can't like do anything but just be feral and yell about stuff in the corner.
Spring, who's like, I'm gonna destroy the world. Bop, 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 bop.
Here comes my robot, but like stuck in it. I love that.
What if that's who Bang Boo is Yokai?
Bang Boo's been Yokai the whole time. Brian, we have to end this podcast. We're losing it.
No. I think we're getting it, Eric. I've never been
We're so close.
I'm so awake right now.
Oh, if you
wait, I had a random thought.
Never mind. Yes.
Have you noticed that if you do like the daily HIA stuff, you can click to like random enemy mode?
Yeah.
How long has that been?
It's been
like
that for a while. Oh. It's been like that for a while.
I just noticed it, and I was like, I'm gonna click it.
Yeah, I've been doing that for a long time. And I always use Yadhari because she has grouping on her swing, and so things clear faster because I group all the enemies into one place and then melt them. Yeah, it's random, man. It's been like that for like all of 2.x.
Hey,
it's been like that for a while.
That's kind of like where, like, towards the end of 1.x, and I'm like, hey, did you know if you click this mode, it stops kicking you out? And you're like, yeah, that's been a thing since like 2.2.
Yeah, dude. They did that like in version 1.1. I don't know what to tell you, my man.
Also, the new Hollow Zero being able to go through and clear all this stuff super easily with the weekly tickets.
Oh, yes.
That's cool. That's free polys.
I need more weekly tickets, but it feels really good to be able to get those polychromes for doing a zero work.
Just doing the exact same thing you were already gonna.
Yeah, exactly. And not touching it. Yeah. Now, is that all your random thoughts?
Hold on.
Before we do something else?
There's got to be one that rattling around here somewhere.
There's got to be something. You haven't talked about Yadhari yet today. Do you want to just drop some of that real quick, or?
Nah.
So somebody in our
Yanagi.
Discord was talking about, sorry, Yanagi. Somebody in our Discord was talking about like anomaly teams, and like I was like, I can tell Brian's working right now because there was a perfect opportunity to mention Yanagi and no one's done it yet. Okay, speaking of our Discord, if you like what we do, there's a link to our Discord in the show notes. Feel free to pop in. Tell us what you enjoy about the podcast. Engage in conversation or correct us and be like, you guys are actually morons and you didn't do any of this right.
That's not a correction. That's just a statement of fact.
I do like that we still get like, we'll have new people join and they're like, okay, so I'm listening to back episodes and about 14 episodes ago, you guys really butchered some Chinese pronunciation. Here's what you meant to say. And I'm like, you're right. Thank you. I appreciate it. I needed that. I'm not going to remember, but thank you for correcting. There's also an email if you want to send us an email. There are open slots in our official 6th Street Underground outpost. I've been trying to keep an eye on like people who go idle for too long and kick them out. If I accidentally kicked you out, just apply and I'll put you back in again.
Hey. I'm going idle.
I can't.
No one else can see me doing the
No one can see you shaking your head.
They just hear me go, hey.
I do like when you like the video game thing where you see people performing this musical like number and then it shows the in-engine crowd and there's like 7 people waving glow sticks.
Yeah, not in time at all with the beat.
They're not even close. And they're all just okay, anyways. We will be back in 2 weeks. We will be back on the 5th, March 5th. In that episode, we will at least spend part of that episode talking about the story for version 2.6. So please, if you're sitting on it, make sure you go ahead and knock out the story. I'll do the same. I hear this one's a little bit like some of the previous ones where it's a little long, but it's not too bad.
Okay. So someone else mentioned that it was not long, so
okay.
I'm sure this is probably
one of those.
I would say it's probably going to end up in around the like maybe 4-hour mark.
It's probably 3 to 4 hours. So set some time aside. We'll talk about it in our next episode. Until then, bye.
I got nothing. Oh God, I'm blanking.
There's got to be something. We've said so many things. There's got to be something.
Stay delusional.
Oh man.